Zwrap. So what it will do is take any mesh you have, so if you found a good base mesh somewhere, or it will provide you with a couple. So you can download it, run it for free on a 30-day trial. But like I said, as a student, if you have a college email address, you simply can get that registered for free, essentially. So under student academic, you simply first name, last name, student email, and then your college, and just simply request it. I'm going to get it installed in the labs soon-ish. So all you need to do is go to Z plugin, Zwrap, start Zwrap. By the way, it will include some tools. So I'm going to just go into subtool while I wait for this, actually. I'll hide. Oops. You have to make sure you have the right tools visible, by the way. So I'm going to go into Lightbox, and under Tool, there should be a new folder called Zwrap. So I've got a couple of like pre-built heads. There's one with like the mouth socket as well. So I'll double click the mouth socket. I'll go back to our project head here, and then I'll go to append and add the project head, and I'll just try to see if I can view both. There's that head and the Z. Let's go to transparency. Yeah, so I think the project head is very, very tiny. So I'll take the Zwrap head here and scale it way down to about the scale I think that we're working in. So I usually try to do an approximate scale, an approximate kind of lineup. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And this is, again, it's ideal for kind of humanoid-ish type models. So go Z plugin, start Zwrap. Sorry, I'm going to probably delete the other files in here just to make sure I'm just focusing on the two head meshes. Okay, Zwrap. Oh, and by the way, you want to make sure you're starting on the, you want the clean topology to be on your left side, and the other mesh should be on the right. So I'm going to just maybe flip the order of these and start with the selected head here. Zwrap. Oops. Okay, so there we go. So what you want to do is basically start putting points. So you can right click and rotate around, and it's basically alt right click in this little interface. So you basically, what I find is the best method is to basically put markers in to sort of say, okay, here's like the shape of the eyelids, shape of the nostrils, or the location, lids, and then maybe the kind of upper and lower points. I like to do 3 points from what I've tested with the ears. And you want to do these in order on the right side. So I'll go into corners. So this one includes the mouth bag, as we sometimes call it in the industry. So when I'm picking points too on the ear, I try to pick kind of the most extreme kind of points of the curvature. So bottommost, topmost, outermost. And then I'll go to wrapping. You can hit fast wrap and watch the magic happen. Okay, so it may or may not work good the first time. The mouth bag may be there, and you can try cartoon wrapping as well. That can sometimes help. And if you take a look at that, it's going to process, and it does a pretty damn good job, right? Okay. I should have done this before, but it's good, I think, useful to sort of save a morph target. But there is that. I'm going to say done. And there is the facial topology. Okay, all set up. Like I said, the mouth bag is a little messed up there, so we can kind of inflate it, move it. Or in this case, so you could even potentially just delete it and hide it. I'm going to just hide it for now. But there's the kind of topology, right? Before and after. If there are any errors, by the way, you can always kind of massage and do a little projectile. Like the ears sometimes get a little funky, so we can try to update that. Okay, so that's a very, very quick, like a few seconds, a few minutes of clicking around to get a pretty good clean projection, right? Just to show you some tweaking too, like if there is some issues with projection, using a bit of move brush, some smoothing and inflating. So inflate. Let's just solo this so we can see it properly there. Inflate, project all, right? Smooth, project all. So eventually you'll get the shape kind of in quite close. And usually if you're kind of missing, if you see there's kind of a gap there, if you turn off solo, you can really see the difference. And so you want to move the ear as close as you can into the position it should be in, including kind of depth, thickness. And then if you hit project all, it should snap up pretty close. And then just a final project all can help. There, project all one more time. Oops. There. Okay, so if we get it a solo, right, that's looking a lot better. Okay, so again, if you have weird ear placement or stylized ears, you may have to replace that topology or redo that section, but it's not too difficult with this tool.